Andrew Schultz, Shalides responded to get through the. It's 3 minutes. I can make it. I can make it. This is a challenge run. I can make it.
Now, technically speaking, if we're going off of grammatic English.
Ooh, bro. And then the fact that he don't have a full goatee. It's this right here is bothering me. I'm not gonna lie. It is bothering me. I'ma chill. All black, just mustache. Dude, you're not James Franco. And I get it. We all, you know what I'm saying, admired his look at one point. He had it going on. It was a small little error he had. I don't know if he fell off looks wise or not, but just keep it moving, bro. Like, give him back his style.
Okay. He's saying, I can talk about black women. And that's
don't let no white community talk about no black women.
See, dog, it's like, dude, this is the thing, bro. It's you. You are the problem. I don't think this is what people understand. Like, I hope he don't take this as if Kendrick Lamar thinks that Andrew Schultz is the person that he's talking to. I hope that's not what he thinks, because if that's what he thinks, bro, please, you're not that important. You're not that important. It's for like this.
That's what I'm talking about, Kendrick. That's what I'm talking about.
It's a law.
Finally, he understands
It's a law.
Now I understand why he's doing a comedy with the South Park creators.
That makes
Because
sense.
he appreciates white comedians that make fun of black people.
There you go.
And they've done that brilliantly for decades.
Yeah, that's true.
And he would never want to, break one of his own laws.
Damn, bro. I don't think we're ever gonna get out of this era. You just gotta stand on what you stand on, bro. Like, to me personally, I'll be honest. If a Mexican come out and say, "Yo, Sean, what you said was crazy offensive. I don't with you." I would not go out of my way to look at his past to see if he said the N-word. I just wouldn't. I would accept the fact that what I said to him was offensive, and I will move on. Now, he probably did say the N-word. He probably did. But is that my business? Can I prove it? No, I can't. So it's not relevant to the conversation at hand. What I said objectively was offensive. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to smear his image or try to make him out to be a hypocrite, even if he is one. What he is saying is or is not important to me. But if I want to trivialize it so I can make somebody seem hypocritical so that I can keep doing what I'm doing in a response or in an effort so that I don't have to address any biases or stereotypes that I might keep feeding into because I'm not naturally funny, then this is the route I guess I'll take.
No, that's true. I mean, didn't they have a character called Token on the South?
Because it really don't matter what Kendrick is doing. If what he's saying not only is not directed at you and directed at the people that are black that are around you, I don't think people understand that. I don't expect anything like what is Kendrick Lamar? No black person expects Andrew Schultz to be a black people ally. Nobody's walking around asking Jay Leno or fucking Bill Burr to speak on behalf of black people or nothing like that. Nobody's asking him to do that. Nobody told you to do that or nothing like that. No, there's no expectation for you. Why would you assume that he's talking about you or talking to you?
South Park show?
Yeah, they do.
Which I'm sure Kendrick is a big fan of.
That's true.
I'm not saying Bill Burr isn't, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't come across as a black people ally. All I'm saying is I don't expect him to. Y'all got to realize everybody starts off down here, chat, for me personally. You work your way up into me, like, establishing some level of, I won't say dependence, but trust in your ability to understand certain shit. You're down here, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's just unnatural to be disappointed by a white comedian making jokes about black people.
He must be a big fan of you.
I'd be more surprised if I found out more white people didn't or hadn't already said the N-word. Y'all be showing me streamer clips sometimes of people saying the N-word. I'm like, okay, seems normal to me.
Was going to do a comedy with them. I mean, we can look that up. Apparently, he has a comedy coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fact.
But Al, we're getting groomed right now. We need to ungroom.
Yeah, you're right.
We need to ungroom right now. Okay? I mean it, Blizzard, because he sent people. He said slide on. What he said, slide. Where's the line? Okay, the N-words that coon, the N-words that being groomed, slide on both of them. Whoa, that seems like a call to violence.
It does.
Why would he call to, if he's about protecting black people, why would the call to violence be towards the black dudes, not the white guy making the joke?
Well, you gotta understand.
What?
No. You gotta understand.
I think this is the two things can be true at the same time thing again. We gotta hammer that into people's brain and let them know that two things can be true at the same time.
Because I snitch, I cooperate, I tell.
Litigation.
Okay? We will squabble up in a jail cell.
Here's what you gotta understand about Kendrick. It's very important to him to protect black women. That's why he's never done a song with an abuser confirmed. He's never done a song with anybody that's suspected of abuse. He's never threatened to remove his music from Spotify because they removed R. Kelly's music, who for sure fucked and held captive underage black women. Hold on. This is all very important to Kendrick.
Wait a minute, just let me understand what's going on here.
We just gonna like pass the ball. Like, it's not me. Hot potato. You know what I'm saying? It's not my lap. I didn't say nothing. It's not my problem.
Off Spotify to protect R. Kelly?
The thing is, you're not funny enough for this to be... What is the word? Not funny enough for there to be a takeaway from this outside of him just being bitter that he got called out. Like, if he was the type of comedian that could step out of the comedy for a second and be like, you know what? I think Kendrick Lamar is hypocritical in some of those things. But he right. Maybe I didn't need to say that. It's like, why do these niggas get so defensive when somebody says something that you shouldn't have said? It wasn't even worth it. For those who don't know, the joke that Kendrick Lamar is talking about is this dude, Andrew Schulz, getting up here saying something about black women, I think, making black men's hair fall out. I think that was the nature of the joke. It wasn't funny. And I'm of the opinion that if you're going to tell racy or edgy jokes, that they have to be funny enough to justify the level of people that you might offend, right? And very rarely do comedians know how to walk that rope, especially if they're in a podcast setting. Anything might come out of your mouth. I don't care, because I don't have any expectation of Andrew Schulz. Neither does Kendrick Lamar, which is why he directed his comments of don't let no white comedian talk about black women at the black people that were on the show at the time of him making those comments. It wasn't about Andrew Schulz. But again, white guy with a platform, thinks everything's about him, thinks it's all, you know what I'm saying? He's the spokesperson. He's got to speak on everything. That's what he thinks.
Yeah.
Someone who's kidnapped with other men who have potentially put hands on black
Not
women?
potentially, confirmed.
Wait a minute, convicted?
Yeah, I don't know what you call Chris Brown, but yeah, whatever that is.
Not breezy! Not breezy! I took a picture with Chris Brown. Hey, bro, I took a picture with him immediately.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
We ain't protecting nobody. Y'all can protect your fucking selves.
Everybody gets these jokes over here.
You could have just said that, honestly. Honestly, the end of this video was so much better than everything leading up into it. If you would have said that and said, I don't give a fuck, cool. I really wouldn't have cared. It would have just been some normal, just keep going shit. But the fact that I know that y'all went out of your way to find as many hypocrisies in Kendrick Lamar's design so that you didn't have to take accountability for saying some unfunny shit about a group of people that you probably don't engage with like that, that lets me know everything. Y'all took this shit personally because you received or you were at the end of a comment that wasn't even directed towards you. That's so weird. I know y'all rehearsed this because y'all are unfunny people.
I think it is kind of
This passive aggressive ass attitude because a nigga said you, because a nigga referenced you in a song. Like, come on, dude, grow up.
funny about it. It's like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, you know, everybody in his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking
He's
cut me.
capping. He doesn't make fun of Trump and MAGA idiots. He's a cowardly comedian.
I don't even need that to be a requirement. Just if you're gonna say something, stand on it. But don't get passive aggressive after the fact and then act like you weren't. Like, it took you how long to respond? The album is like
Also,
2
Sean,
weeks
I
old.
wanted.
I would make love to them. And there's nothing he can do about it.
Hold on, what?
And the gang affiliate, you know, everybody in his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all would do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he can do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the.
Why throw consent in after you just said there's nothing he could do about it? And this is why I'm against groups. This is why I'm against, what do you call those things? I won't say collabs. I won't say that. But like, bro, imagine having to sit down and pretend that this shit was funny. This nigga, this Indian nigga right here, whatever the fuck he is having a time of his life. I guess it was that funny. I guess it was that funny, bro. It was that hilarious. Really?
Why do white people always got to say some gayish and think it's funny? Please, somebody white, please explain for me.
It ain't even gay. He just did some weirdo shit. Like, what are you talking about? Who would ever think to say some shit like that? That's not a comedic brain. It's just weird. It's a weirdo comment. What are you talking about?
Only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, but if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're...
What are you talking about? I'm being dead serious. First of all, how did we get here? And what are you talking about? What are you saying, brother? What are you saying?
We, the Indian delegation, do not claim that bum. Indian seaman.
Hey, no disrespect to Indians. No disrespect to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And not trying to alienate the white viewership over here. Cause I know some of y'all be, you know what I'm saying, watching and shit like that. But this is some white nigga shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You into it with a nigga, or you hear somebody say something about you, your first defense, I'm a envision a reality where I'm assaulting this man sexually in prison. What are you talking about? I don't get it. The places your brain goes to when you are fishing for anything to grab onto is insane. Not your brain, his brain, but in general.
Bored, and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games, and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that, besides put his legs in the air and choose. I don't think he could stop most people on the...
He's still doing this. He's still on this. We're not. It's not like a just random comment that you made one off and it's just the room got silent because it's awkward. Like, no, he's continuing the bit.
Playing it from having sex with him.
And they have to continue to laugh at the joke. What happens if they don't laugh? Like, does he stop if nobody laughs, or is it the continuous laughter that's adding the confidence in the joke being funny in his mind? I don't know.
The only reason...
This is why you got to be honest and real with your friends, because he gonna look crazy.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's people who can fuck me against my will. I was in an elevator once with this drag queen. I can put him on my lap.
All this, I would, because you were referenced in a rap song. All this, because you were referenced. You weren't even targeted, referenced. He said, all my black people, if you got the opportunity to say something in the face of a white comedian saying some shit about black folks, you should. That was all he said. This is the response. It's insane. These niggas expose themselves all the time. All the time. For no reason. You didn't even have to do that. You didn't have to respond. I'm telling you, bro, no black person thought that Andrew Schulz betrayed us. Nobody. I didn't think that. To me, Andrew Schulz is doing what Andrew Schulz was supposed to do. That's all they've been doing. Why he even felt the need to respond is crazy. Gotta be a crazy weirdo to get referenced, and then your mind somehow ends up or lands at the dude who referenced me in the song. I'm going to simulate a sexual assault in my mind on this man. Because I'm that passive aggressive. I can't just go on my podcast and say, fuck you, Kendrick. Like a regular nigga. I gotta simulate you being assaulted in my mind and justify it with me being a comedian. Just so I can empower myself to respond to you in any way. Because I'm that unfunny. I can see that this was some amateur nobody using people that are already generally made fun of as like bait or low-hanging fruit. But it's like, dude, like this is the best that you have to offer? And I hear your name so much? I would expect so much more. That was the issue that people had with Dave Chappelle. Like, bro, you are so much more revered and better known than the jokes you're telling right now. You could do so much better than that. But when you don't, you know what I'm saying? When people don't demand more, then they get this constantly, and then you gonna end up with a bunch of just unfunny that think, oh, as long as I put a little edge and a little spice in my shit, then they gonna laugh, they gonna fuck with it. Hey man, it is what it is. Do your thing.